Hey, Jerry here from TTM. My first ever highlight video from the social race 3 at Silverstone. Really good race though. We are here at the formation lab starting the race, and it's really had a bad qualifying, starting from P10. But let's see what happens when we actually going to race, since I think my race pace is a lot better than my qualifying pace. So we start at P10, get a reasonable launch there. Curie is on the left side there, so I take a little bit wider line here because I see two cars in front of me and a lot of cars on the right taking the outside. So my best guess is to take the inside here. Sunny is thinking the same, so I almost hit that car. LMB on the right side there. John Pikachu loses the back end of his car there, so that's another overtake. And we are already in P6 here. Sunny giving me a little bit slipstream, so I can also overtake LMB there. And then we are on P5 after 2 or 3 turns already. So now Sunny is going to be next actually to even try to overtake him. Really want to stay as close as possible here. A little bit too much early on the throttle there. But I really wanted to catch Sunny on this straight after Maggots and Baggots here. So I was trying to stay as close as possible, brake a little bit earlier so I can put a little bit faster on the throttle, then used a lot of ERS. He is down the middle of the car and taking the race line, so I decided to go in the inside there. Cautiously we go through there, very clean race, and here get a better exit, but then I just do a dummy move on the inside, brake a little bit early, so I almost didn't touch the apex with a really nice overtake there. Moving on to the next lap. Now it's on to P3. Snipes is ahead. I catched him already in one lap. I think the gap was 1.1 seconds. So and I noticed that I really gained a lot of time in the braking zone, although Snipes was a little bit better on the exit. So I really had to push here, put the overtake on as soon as possible, DRS on, which really helped. And I also think that Snipes had a little bit more downforce setup. On the outside we go, we brake a little bit later so we actually can leave a little bit straight, but Snipes touches me there. He apologized me during the race since we were in a party, so he said to me, you can overtake me, my bad. But we lost a lot of time to Sierra and Monty, and now Sunny is down our back again, only 2 tenths away. Really great race there from Sunny. Didn't want to grab any more penalties, so at this fast right-hander I downshifted to 7th constantly. I was also struggling with Maggots and Baggots the first couple of laps on the race. Didn't have any practice, so you see that the guys behind me are really catching me with using line assist. So Sunny going down the outside. I brake a lot later than him, so he can't go around the outside. So I a little bit give him a little bit more space, brake a little bit later after the 100 meter board, so he couldn't do the overtake there. Monty sets the fastest lap there, 128.7 I believe. Then Sierra with a really big binage here at Maggots and Baggots. DNF this car. Safety car came out. We are at lap 5. No way I'm gonna put on those awful hard, so I decided to put on the medium car. And as you can see, Karting King is in P1 there. He started on the mediums, and Pancakes, yeah, sadly was a ghost and disconnected maybe. So we are here at the safety car restart. I always takes it very cautiously because at the season 1 of tier 2 I believe I had lots and lots of binnages after safety car period, so I'm always really cautious there. Also this first corner I'll always lift a little bit with the setup I'm using. Especially after the safety car reset, because the tires are not that on temperature yet. But we are trying to stay within Monty's DRS as he is about to overtake Karting King. So my thoughts here was I need to go and overtake Karting King as soon as possible if I want to keep winning this race. And Monty was really fast though. So I go a little bit wide here, so I get a little bit better exit than Karting King. So right at the back, here at a really fast end, almost famous corner with Max and Hamilton. Moved a little bit to the outside, so he got maybe a little bit scared and he really wanted to push. So I stayed behind him here in Meckers and Beckers, of course. But again, like with Sunny, I brake a little bit earlier, so I can actually go on the throttle a little bit sooner than the guy ahead. So a really good exit there. But Karting King uses his ERS and has a lot more straight line speed than me. Down the inside, brake late, try to hit the apex, and that's the overtake done on Karting King. For the most part of the race, Monty and I had similar paces. Monty said just 1 second faster lap, and he was really faster through the Meckers and Beckers part. I lost like 0.3 of a second, I think, every single lap there. So if this race was continued, then I probably ended up 2 or 3 seconds behind. We still don't have a penalty. Safety car out again, and I don't know if you noticed, but it was first virtual safety car and then a full safety car. Decided to put on the softest compounds because with the safety car out only 6 more laps to go, so it's easily manageable. Then we see also Cryptic here on P1. Unfortunately, he crashed his car in the safety car, which took his wing off. That's why he's just pitting now. I'm warming up my tires here. Really have to stick behind Monty, since I know he got some really nice pace, and I also always cautious, like I said, after the safety car restart. At this point, I do a little bit different approach to the Meckers and Beckers part, so I actually don't lose 0.3 of a second. So during the race, I actually learned a little bit of which gear I should take and whatnot. And this is just a constant battle of me, Monty, and not forget that Haters is also still in the race for a P1 here. Monty and I didn't grab any penalties so far. I'm setting the purple sector there, of course, after the restart with the softest tire. Try to stay as close as Monty as possible. And my thoughts here were I can try and overtake him after the part of Meckers and Beckers, just as the first try, and see where it ends up, because I don't know how fast Monty is through that first sector. Because I really need to brake at a certain point the DRS. So try to stay as close as possible, like the last couple of times. Braked a little bit early, and then just use a lot of ERS. He is weaving like 2 times, which is allowed in my eyes. And then Monty goes a little bit wide. I go also a little bit wide, and there catch my first fucking penalty. Really a shame there. So that wasn't really perfect. So that's my first penalty there. And Monty has no penalty. Moving on to the lap 23, still behind Monty here. So the tactic of mine didn't work after the Meckers and Beckers, since he braked the slipstream a lot. So I tried to push him to really stay behind this part of the track and try to overtake him here, because you can only weave like 1 time here. So he didn't weave. On the inside I go, brake just a little bit before the 50-meter mark board, because if you are off the racing line, you actually have to brake a little bit earlier. Get a better exit here than Monty. So we go side by side like Max and Hamilton, and Monty decides to back off. I just left enough room there for him on the inside corner there. And only problem now is after Meckers and Beckers, since he's so super close, and I don't have any DRS left, but I do have some ERS. He's gonna overtake me here on the outside. I'm defending on the inside to try to push him a little bit on the outside, but he just got a way better exit. And we also need to make sure Hades doesn't overtake us as well, so I covered the inside here. So I was thinking, yeah, that's not really an option to overtake Monty here. And I know you got some really overspeed with the DRS and ERS usage here on after the Meckers and Beckers. So I decided to just try one more time, not to overtake him here. bounce into him here on the back of his rear. I apologize for him, but we luckily didn't have any damage whatsoever. So I decided to just stay behind here. Not gonna overtake him. You'll see me lift a little bit there with the throttle application. So I was thinking, yeah, just try and really nail this couple of corners, and just try to get a good exit. But Monty gets a way better exit than mine. So I really need to push here and almost go flat on this corner. A little bit of lift there. And Monty makes a little bit of a mistake. So unfortunately for him, but good for me. And he also makes a miss adjustment here off the apex. So I get really, really close. So my plan actually worked. So going to use the DRS and overtake. But Haters is also down the order. It's like, and Sun Pikachu is also in there. So it's a 4-way battle for P1 there. Monty still hasn't got any penalties. So my thoughts here was now, yeah, I got like 60-70% ERS left. So better start using it now all the way and try to make a gap. That worked, but Sun Pikachu was really fast. Came across the start-finishing line in P1, but unfortunately with the 3 seconds penalty, Monty still got a win. Really good race, enjoyed it. Hopefully you like these highlights. I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing this or just thought it was funny for once to do a highlight video. But there you have it, driver of the day, moving from P10 to P2 in basically 3 laps. So really happy with that. Celebration on the podium from Monty. GG to him. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Peace.